What's the company name? What's the company name?
Silverback Security. I'm sorry, but you guys are not gonna like this, and I might lose some followers. But I looked at the video, and yes, the language and the aggression by the security guards or bounty hunters or whatever they are, it was excessive. If they are in fact bounty hunters, they don't go by the same rules as law enforcement. They don't have the same restrictions. But what I also noticed is the conduct of those young ladies. Now listen, let me tell you something. When I had my daughter, and I've shared with y'all, I didn't play when it came to my kid. I would always say, for this one, I'll go to jail, and for this one, I'll die. So I understand the mama bear, but I also knew my kid. What I heard is a bunch of cussing, yelling, and my daughter always knew, when you tell me what they did, I'm going to ask what you did. Because the truth is somewhere in the middle. Understanding mom's frustration, she's talking to the manager and another person, and dad. I get all that. And she's saying, it's my daughter, my little girl. She's just a little girl. She wasn't acting like a little girl. She wasn't acting like a little girl. She wasn't acting like a little girl that had respect for authority. And they came in there under authority to do something. Now, we've only seen part of the video. I'm sure if they go litigation, they're going to see all of it. And I'm thinking maybe that's why that man doesn't seem bothered. But time will tell. And I never thought that I would hear myself say what I just said. But looking at it, did they come in just acting like that towards him? I don't know. I didn't see that part. But neither did you. And I used to tell my daughter, I used to tell young girls, if you're going to step to me like a woman, that's how I'm going to treat you like. And what I saw and heard, that wasn't no little girls. Wasn't no little girls. I saw in the comments everybody saying sue. Absolutely. Litigation, absolutely. But it remains to be seen if something's going to happen. Now, one of the things I don't agree with, and here's the thing, I am the first. I believe in that discrimination, racial prejudice, racial profiling, all that happens. I do believe that sometimes we are treated differently, whereas another group of people will do the same thing and they don't get the same repercussions. I agree with all that. In this case, I'm inclined to believe that those girls were being unruly, uncooperative, disrespectful. And they were probably asked to leave. It's not as simple as what we know it to be. Because we don't know anything other than what we saw. And that was only a portion of what was going on. Like I said, I've always been about my daughter. Always. Didn't play when it came to her. Ever. And I'm a grandparent, even worse. But like I said, when she would tell me what somebody else did, I say, what did you do? And I need you to tell me before I find out the real deal. Because it's just not peaches and cream like mom making it look. I'm sorry. No disrespect to your mom, but if you know your child, you know what she's capable of. I knew my child. And she also knew. If I got half the story and I came to find out that her culpability was more than she admitted to, and I was ultimately embarrassed because I'm thinking it's one way and it's another. Oh yeah, she knew she was going to have to deal with some stuff, consequences and repercussions. So she, because again, my daughter knew, I'm not saying she was a perfect kid because no kid is, but you don't embarrass me. And you go somewhere and you act like you got some damn home training.